Hello everybody, I'm Jaybills Games, and it's time we take a look at the long-awaited Bubsy The Woolies Strike Back. If you've seen my video on the Bobcat, you'll know that most of us weren't expecting a new Bubsy game. But here, over 20 years since his last game, he's finally back to try and deliver.
Jay.
Wait, who's that?
What do you mean, who's that? I'm Zarbok, you know, the guy that makes videos about turning fans on or not. Well, I mean, I also do reviews, but I like to think that's the goal of my channel.
Sure, but that doesn't explain how you got here.
Oh, I don't know either. I was just working on my Imagine Party Babies review as promised, and poof, guess I'm talking about Bubsy now.
Okay, but why can't you just go back?
Because, Jay, I know how much you love this game, but it's not all flying colors. This game does have flaws.
I'm not saying it's flawless. Not many games are perfect. For example...
No one cares. Roll the intro.
Rude.
Ah, cashews!
So starting this video over again, I guess, Bubsy started out as a platforming mascot back in the early 90s for the SNES and Genesis, aka the Mega Drive. At the time, he was pretty popular, but he didn't exactly hit it home like Mario and Sonic did.
There was a sequel for the Atari Jaguar, not many people know about that one. A game we don't talk about that was put on the PlayStation 1, PC port of the first two games, Sonic Forces Mean, and now we have The Woolies Strike Back.
So Bubsy The Woolies Strikes Back was released on Halloween of this year, and it got hit pretty hard with negativity not only from critics, but with big YouTubers as well. But it really isn't a big joke like these reviewers make it out to be. I don't think it's that bad to that degree at all.
I do.
Quiet, you. So anyway, you enter the game, and I know Bubsy was bashed in the 90s for being too much like Sonic and having uncontrollable speeds and running into shit, but here, it's more paced. And look, we're back to 2D. For good reason.
Wait, hold on. This is a 2D platformer? Since when have those been okay, screw you then.
Yeah, right. Well, why don't you tell the viewers the story for the game, Zarbok?
So the story this time around is that Bubsy's just chilling in his house when all of a sudden the Woolies just barge in and steal his golden yarn ball.
And then Bubsy responds with...
Cashews!
And kick their ass on the spot for stealing my prized possession.
First level in, and it actually looks pretty nice. Controls are a little floaty, but you can easily get used to them quick, no problem. Plus, it's sort of a must with Bubsy since he is a pretty floaty guy when it comes to his games.
Wait, this game is so hand-holding they have to give you a whole level tagged as a tutorial level? Okay, this is just unacceptable.
Well, Zarbok, to be fair, they do give you an option to skip the tutorial level and just start off the game, so it isn't as bad as you think.
Jay, we are grown men. Let's play something more manly like Imagine Party Babies, because that game has an A rating apparently.
Alright, you aren't helping here. Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Oh, and take Bubsy 3D with you.
Fine. Wait, what?
So while Zarbok's in the corner...
They don't pay me enough to do this.
We can focus a bit more on the game. So yeah, the game controls are pretty well. Bubsy's glide move is switched up and improved, easier to control, and you could use it to give you the ability to double jump. And goddamn, it feels very smooth actually. However, something that isn't as smooth is his new ability to pounce and
finally something we can both agree on. Well, it could be fun to use. It can lead you into cheap deaths, or launch you into another part of the level, or even launching you over the enemies, which happens way too much. So trying to aim at the Woolies and trying to become that pounce master doesn't go as planned.
You may be right, Zarbok, but hey, it's something original since he didn't have much in the original games, am I right? He was only able to glide and jump.
You're sort of right. I mean, there's still lots of other video game mascots that use this sort of homing attack type of feel. Did you forget who Sonic was, Jay? Or how about Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which having the ability to use his homing bite? Or maybe... Alright.
Sheesh. So maybe it isn't as original as people think, but it's still something nice and new for Bubsy, since he was limited and only had jumping and gliding. While his pouncing isn't super great, it also isn't that bad of an ability, just have to learn how to aim it correctly. It's also used to break through some obstacles that are in the way, like these giant rocks. Behind these rocks are secret paths to collecting hidden yarn balls or have a shirt hidden behind them, which also leads to another thing, collectibles. Take it away, Zarbok.
The main collectible in this game is yarn balls and shirts? Wait, why?
Just stop complaining and just get on with it.
Alright, Mr. Bossy, so yarn balls and shirts are the main collectibles. Each level has a certain amount of yarn balls to collect and a certain amount of shirts to collect. There are two types of shirts. Since Bubsy dies after one hit, like the other games, picking up a black shirt will not only turn the other shirts white as 1-ups, but will also give Bubsy an extra hit point. Thank God. Because his pouncing is garbage and cheap.
I think what you meant to say was flawed.
You mean Claude?
Shut up. But still not as bad as people make it out to be. And fun once you get the hang of it.
No, I mean it's actual garbage. Don't be so biased now, Jay.
Hey, you're in my video, don't tell me what to do. Well anyway, there's also objectives in these levels. One is collecting all the keys and unlocking the Woolly Vault, which holds a bunch of yarn balls to add to the counter, and the other objective is collecting all the shirts in the levels, and then beat the level without dying.
Which could be a hard task to do since...
Pouncing is garbage and cheap, yeah, we get it.
Rude.
Bubsy the Woolies Strikes Back actually offers challenge, and the obstacles can be fun to dodge and go around. Each level type has their own little special obstacle as well. For example, the fucking sandy levels have sand sharks. You gotta hop over them though, you can't attack them. The levels are honestly pretty fun, gameplay is smooth as well, and running at a good pace. I rarely experienced any dips during my playthrough. The graphics are nice and the levels are colorful and vibrant, and the level design is very simple, which isn't too good. While I wish they could have changed things up within the levels, yes, I still think they get the job done and offer some okay challenge and fun gameplay overall.
I also gotta give this game credit on that. The presentation is pretty fine over here, and the levels mostly got the job done. Something Jay forgot to point out is the fact that there is a lack of variety. There's only 3 types of levels in the whole game. Grassy, sandy, and space. Well, yes, the game does get the job done here. There's still lack of variety, and it's honestly just sort of bland.
I can't lie, as much as I enjoyed this game, I have to agree with that. There's lack of variety with the levels. There should have been more areas to hop around in and more to the levels. Of course, I'd sort of blame some of this on the fact they were most likely on a budget when it came to this game and on a time limit as well. But that doesn't change much of it, because a rushed game is unacceptable. And part of me feels that way with Bubsy the Woolies Strike Back. It hits good on many occasions for me, but there's also some sour notes along the way.
Part of the issue can also be that the game is very short. Very short.
Yeah, that's another issue. You can get through this game in about 2 hours, even less if you don't collect everything.
Wow, Jay, you being negative about this game? I never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, I like the game a lot, but that doesn't mean it's clear of any issues. We're forgetting a few things, so let's get back to it. Boss fights are in this game, and this is probably the highlight of the game. They are mostly creative, actually, and offer some good challenge. You'll definitely die in these fights. They are not as easy as they look.
Bubsy's even back with more one-liners, oh boy.
Fuck yeah, he is. Now I don't know about you guys, but I love them. I could relate since I make some pretty bad puns that I only laugh at and people get disappointed in me after me making them. Bubsy even references stuff from his old games. Like one being, remember when falling from high heights used to kill me? Or this one.
Nope, I'm not listening to these one-liners again, Jay. How do you turn these off?
Well, Captain Buzzkill, there's a choice in the options where you can mute or increase it. It can go from Silent Bobcat, occasional one-liners, less talkative, and at full, it's... That is fucking beautiful. Putting it at 100%, it just says Bubsy. Holy shit, man.
That alone is funnier than any of his one-liners.
I'm not gonna argue with you again on my video, so let's just wrap everything up.
So finally you approach the final boss in the game, and yeah, I have 2 minutes, pretty cool. The boss fights, like Jay mentioned, are fun and challenging. Can't lie and say it was an easy fight. It did trick me a few times.
Positivity from you on this game is a rare sight, Zarbok. Well anyway, after beating the boss, Bubsy retrieves his golden yarn ball, flies away from the woolly ship, and then the credits roll.
Well, that was pretty anticlimactic.
Yeah, but whatever, that was fun.
Whatever you say, Jay. Too bad the critics didn't like it. He's probably not gonna get another title thanks to the negativity. It's a shame. While there were issues, I still think it was pretty enjoyable in some aspects.
I wouldn't say that. Take a look here.
Oh shit. Alright, he better be back then.
He will be. He doesn't give up that easy, Zarbok. I can't wait to see what else they got in store for him.
Agreed, Jay. Now with that being said, let's wrap this up.
Good idea. Bubsy the Woolies Strikes Back is a good game in my opinion, despite its issues. It has awesome music, mostly fun levels, great graphics, smooth gameplay, and smooth controls. It's a pretty solid game, honestly. You can clearly see the good effort you put into it and much more.
Yeah, it's a pretty okay game for me in the most part. What you and I can both agree on, despite you loving the game, is the fact that there isn't too much replayability. The game is way too short, level design can be bland, and there is a lack of variety with the levels as well. They could have done way better with the game, but I suppose this is a step in the right direction.
Step in the right direction indeed, Zarbok.
Bubsy the Woolies strike back. Get?
A 7 out of 10.
That was pretty fun, Jay. Thanks for having me along the ride.
Well, you sort of broke in without planning ahead of time, but sure.
Oh, whatever.
And as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more awesome content from this channel. Jaybills Games signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.